Hey everyone, Miacidae here. Welcome back. Today we're going to be going back into the pet cemetery to kill a Lonely Gorgon. It is Explore the Sculpture Garden. It appears that the expedition had recently entered this area. The entrance gate was smashed open and supplies from the university are stacked nearby. However, you don't hear or see anyone, so take care. And the fun thing that I saw about this, adventure, right away, is the fact that it is level 2. Now, this might be a common thing throughout mods. Like I said in the last episode, I'm kind of newer to mods. This is only my second kind of estate with mods in them. The fact that this is a level 2 instead of a level 1 or a level 3 kind of caught me off guard. So the fact that I can't use level 0s, as I'll show you right here, or I can, but they're not going to have a good day. And I can't use level 4s, but I can still use level 3s, level 1s, and level 2s in here is kind of interesting. Kind of a fun note there for me. And so I'm going to go in here with kind of a stunning dancing party with a little bit of stress healing as well, and see what I can come up with, because the pet cemetery keeps throwing me for loops. I don't know what to expect from the bosses. The last two, one of them canceled all guarding and riposting, and that was kind of a thing I kind of was thinking about doing in here. And the other one basically canceled any kind of marking parties. So I really have no clue what to expect here, other than to not expect anything at this point and just prepare for the unpreparable and just go in with damage and hoping that that's gonna work. Because one of these days, I'm gonna go in here and have to do stress damage somehow. Mark my words. I'm gonna go in here, have a little bit of fun, and see what happens. Level 3 heroes are encouraged. I mean, I think 2 of them are level 3. No, just 1, but we're still gonna do it. I really don't know what to expect here, so that's right, I can't buy food that way anymore. I think I'm gonna go with a big stack of food. We're gonna go with a bunch of shovels, since I know shovels are a big prevalent thing here with the curios. I don't need many torches since I plan on going mostly torchless here. I will bring a few of the charred flower bouquets just to reduce damage just in case this time around. And I'm thinking a big stack of the laudanum and the holy water. I know a bunch of the enemies in here can bleed. I'm not sure about the boss. And the Gorgon, I mean, it really depends upon what it pulls from. It could technically be a blight thing, or it could be the thing petrifying everything in here, in which case I wouldn't need the blight. And then hardly anything else in here blights. So let's just take some medicinal herbs for debuff, and I think I will be on the way. There's this thing again. Not enough blood in your estate. Some wasting heroes may die. Proceed. I have 8 blood right there. I think that is enough.
Today I stumbled upon an old sculpture garden deep in the cemetery. The paths in this area were designed like a spiral shell, looping inward over and over. Along the paths, I identified at least 28 different types of humanoid statues, mostly warriors and fighters in various poses. They are expertly crafted with hyper-realistic features, capturing expressions of fear, panic, and pain. Oddly, this style of stonework is not consistent with other carvings in the pet cemetery. I accidentally snapped an arm off a statue. I should be more careful.
They sound very brittle for statues, and also I really like this artwork that they're doing. Hidden room right away. Let's see what we get. Oh, more necrophages. We know that they do lunge and unholy frenzy, and I think one of those ups the amount of damage they do for the entire fight. So let's leave the statues alone while I deal with them. Up the crit rate on them. I suppose I'm gonna do this for now. I was really hoping the Wanderer would go first again, but that wasn't in the cards. So let's do his riposte for now. Oh shoot. Well, this is gonna be a thing. I 100% forgot trinkets again. Well, on the plus side, I can use whatever I find in here. 6 demon banishment, 1 down.
Onslaught. Destroy them all.
Let's up the crit rate on the other one. See if we can stun him again. Let's move him back. Break this. Let's get rid of the bleed.
Momentary abatement.
And you know what? Let's do this instead. He won't move back.
Give them no
Flowing water cut. I can speak, I swear.
confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
How can a statue dodge? Someone... The statue has 10 dodge. How does a statue have 10 dodge?
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
This stone makes you feel sad. Crack it open to start a soul fusion that grants more stress healing received. And that one is nada. So I think I'm gonna pop this on the Abomination because stress healing received on the Abomination would be awesome. And let's see what we get here. Fox. Alright, nothing new there. So let's test this out.
Grievous injury, palpable fear.
And suppose at the fencer. Stun him. Nope. Why would he guard? Let's just get the riposte going. And they're gonna guard too. Arietta. At least it moved it. I wonder what they have that actually launches that spear in the back. How many spears they have. Alright, you know, let's just get this flowing on him. It'll eat him away, I suppose. Flowing water cut. That's one down.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Keep on top of the healing while we can, because I forgot trinkets and her healing is not the greatest without them. Ooh, they're really going for our vessel there. Odd. So close on taking him out. Let's do Vengeful. Maybe take out the back row.
A faint hope.
Flowing Water Cut. He goes down. And Cleansing Tide to heal up our vessel. Then we can just hit him with our chain and be done.
Seize this
No loot.
momentum. Push on to the task's end.
More statues. Alright, we got a Abomination who is transformed. We have a Flagellant, and I think that's the Spartan from his mod.
Gone, fiend. Another abomination, cleansed from our lands.
Let's just heal up a little bit while we can. And there we go. Anything else here? Nope.
Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Alright, well, at least we got some money out of that. I wonder what the cracked soulstone is going to be worth, because last time I think that just stressed me out to use it, so I'm not going to use it again.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Alright, well. More. I'll happily take the money. I spent a lot training this group, so...
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows.
More statues. We got an occultist.
Gold.
We got a...
Executed with impunity.
I wanted to say a plague doctor, but that's actually what it is. And a musketeer. I think that's a musketeer.
Well struck.
Those statues really just creep me out.
Victory. But a victory nonetheless.
Alright, well, that's not going to be too bad for us. Once again, not too bad for us, especially now that the Abomination is back. Let's get rid of the Poke, I think. Gonna use the Veil. We're gonna move her back with the Hiss.
Uncertainty. The birthplace of dread.
And 6 Demon Banishment. Yeah, you know what? Let's get rid of the doggy. Then flowing water. I think I have to do Piercing Slash for the Wanderer there.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
And he can just Absolution. Great way to heal himself. Vengeful. Hiss again. And 6 Demon.
A victory. Perhaps a turning point.
And default party order.
So clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the
Fill
light?
the hole. And here are these guys again. Yeah, it's gonna be a hard time stunning them or blighting them, but I think we're gonna have a better time blighting. Then let's nail strike. See if we can't get one down kind of fast. We use the veil. We'll shove her in back, then we can go
Returns.
and transform her back and start healing.
Festering fear consumes the mind.
And between all the damages, I only needed to do one, but doing enough is fine. Uh-oh.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas
All right.
of emptiness reveal themselves.
Back you go. Cleansing Tide. Great crit, we needed that. Piercing Slash. Let's do Beast Bile again, get the Blight on the Horror. Flowing Water Cut takes that one out. Stress for 3 rounds. We can handle that. I say as I have stuff to, you know, get rid of all of that. Cleansing Tide again. Want to get the health up before the stress, methinks. Let's try to stun. Not that it's going to happen. Nail Strike. Flowing Water Cut again, another one down. You know what, let's Arietta. And of course he goes at the Abomination. And a whiff. Alright, well. At least now Flowing Water Cut will take it out. Let's Absolution, heal up, get rid of that stress. It's kind of mounting there. I'm gonna Arietta. Starting to look okay. I say as he gets hit with another thing. And pop.
Wary. Triumphant
Supply room, I'm guessing.
a dizzying fall.
Oh. That's new. Zombie Protector King Crab. Can be stunned, bladed, bled, and debuffed. It has 45 health. Wonder what all this thing is gonna do. Realistically, let's take care of the Wanderer first because I can on turn 1. And then I'll have to see what this thing can do. I'm guessing it's gonna mimic the crustacean crab thing from... Oh. Stress damage, not bleed damage, huh? Okay, let's stun it. Heal up. We're gonna need that. And it's not below 50%, so this is gonna do much more. Let's get the vessel back so we can redouble stuff. We're gonna get stressed down on the abomination. Let's heal up on the vessel. I think that's the better plan right now. And hopefully flowing water cut is gonna do the job.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
And here's a thing for our
This
fox.
expedition at least promises success.
Well, I don't think I get... Oh, I do get to go back. Okay. Hidden rooms leads to a lot more stuff, huh? There's 2 obstacles in a row there. I'm gonna use all my shovels if I go both ways. 3 battles one way, 2 battles the other. 3 battles technically because they're room battle. And I'm guessing this is all gonna be optional. So I would not have gotten in here without going into this secret room. So I have no clue what to expect from here on out. Alright, let's just keep the healing up, I suppose. Oh, is he healed? Yeah, he's healed by blight. That was not a good idea. I think the zombie protector is too. But let's finish him off before he heals. Heal our vessel, so we don't have to waste his turn healing him. And go straight into the king crab. Oh. Where did he get all the water? That's what I want to know about that. I don't care about the debuff or anything like that. I want to know where he got the water. Shadow deer. I don't really remember that one, but I guess I've seen it. Yeah, let's stun him. Arietta, let's get stressed down. Piercing slash. I think that opens him up for water cut there. Let me double check that. It does. Unfortunately, did not take him out. Ooh. Yeah, let's keep on that de-stress. Alright, 1 down. Let's try to stun the deer. Nope. Can we take it out, though? Okay, the deer's getting a little vicious. Now let's heal that up. I mean, if we could hit, that would be great. There we go. think that means it can summon, but maybe we'll take it out before it does that. There we go. What do we got?
Remind yourself that overconfidence
I'll take it.
is a slow and insidious killer.
Let's do this. Okay, let's take out the hunter. I just have that bad of luck right now, I think. And I don't want the abomination in front, so I know the guard is going to try to guard. So let's take him out. Is that going to be a stun? No. Yeah. That way we can flowing water the guard. He should go down pretty easily.
Obliterated.
Keep healing the Wanderer. Doing that is pretty good idea. And then maybe we can stun one. Nope, not in the cards today. We want to go back.
Eradicated.
Four more damage. Okay, we can do that.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Fill the hole, then knock down the thing. There's shovels right there. Can't I use them? I think one's cracked, so maybe that's why. Of course. And there's a room right after it, too, which is interesting. Alright, so we're gonna do this. And then piercing slash, one down. Doubt I'm gonna stun, but you know, worth a shot. I do not think I have the move on Cleanchamps. I do have Shadow Crossing Heaven. However, no one is marked, so this is not going to do too much.
A decisive pummeling.
Alright, another one down. Royal Horror. Those are slightly different. Let's heal up a tad. And pop. There we go.
Singular strike.
And watch me get nothing. Alright, next room. This is a little odd. There's the poke you again. There's a flying one. Lined them up for Shadow Crossing Heaven again. So let's take out the flying one, first of all. Don't want her screwing up Shadow Crossing Heaven. Let's check. That'll take out the flying one, so let's try to stun the poke you. No, it's not going to happen. I think it's a 5% chance. We still went for it. Lovely. Then Cleansing Tide. Need to get him up by 1. Then let's take her out. It out. Let's get the riposte going for now. Nail Strike the Dryad.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism
Oh,
or cowardice.
I didn't think that would stun. Let's try to stun her. That way I can take her out easier. I know we're kind of dancing around that right now, but wow. Alright, well, this isn't going to do much no matter how I try to go about it, so. Uh-oh. Alright, Flowing Water Cut. Not good.
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
Come on. There we go. Riposte drop. Yep, okay. Piercing Slash. Having some bad luck with some of this stuff. Alright, so let's go 6 Demon because I don't think... Yeah, Flowing Water will not take her out yet. Guarded by? Guarded by.
How quickly the tide turns.
Oh, and that's a bleed too. Well, this is turning lovely.
Reeling, gasping, taken over the edge into madness.
That was a stroke of bad luck.
Monsters
Alright, 1 down.
has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered.
I was really debating if I wanted to take the Abomination there. Or if I wanted to take someone else. I wasn't sure who else I would take. Like, one other person had crossed my mind, and I went, no, this isn't a marking party, and I'm not sure marks are gonna work. Probably should have taken them regardless.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Where's that Dark Delicious apple again? Like, the boss is right there. So, they're gonna eat. I did make a few mistakes on my way here. I did make the mistake of not having trinkets on them, and I did make a mistake with the grouping. All of that I'm willing to admit. I still want to see the boss. Like, I really want to see what the boss does. I want to see, like, what his unique mechanic is for here. Because I know that at this point, almost everything in the pet cemetery has something that makes them different than normal bosses. So even if I come out of here with, like, 1 hero alive, or everyone dies...
Huddled together.
As much as I would hate to lose another vessel and I would hate to lose Clinchamps, I think this is worth doing. Ooh, I have some good ones to do here. So I really don't have another way of reducing stress. So I'm going to do everything I can to buff Clinchamps, I think. Damage well marked, or dodge well marked, speed well marked. But that's also going to reduce stress and healing relief. So that is what it is. Also, dodge to the party. Alright. Oh, son of a... Well, there's two ways of going about this right now. And quite honestly... I think I'm just going to tear them apart. And say screw my health. I want to get rid of the spider nest before it evolves into something else. Let's do 10,000 to get the riposte going. And then the other Death Rider gets to go. And we can slither. Blight should take it out now.
A death by inches.
Flowing water cut. I know it's not going to do much because health things right now. Let's... Flowing water cut can be used anywhere. So, nail strike. Petrifying gaze. I was really hoping for a stun on at least one of them.
Destroyed.
How bad is that? I think we're fine. We're not fine.
Body and
Come on, buddy. Petrifying gaze again. We do need to bandage on him. I think I need to do... Probably should have just done this, but...
inspiration and improvement.
I slither just for the damage. And then flowing water should take him out. Oh, this is going to be rough.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear. The way is lit, the path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
So I want to make very clear the fact that I do not expect to get out of this alive. Not exactly what I was thinking, but that does make a lot of sense.
Vision. The end approaches.
And that's how we're going to be playing this, huh? So Aegis, we're not blighting it. Lovely. She's going to be stunning us a lot. We're not going to be stunning her. She's going to be very hard to bleed. And debuffs are going to be a thing. So... she can also bleed us. Wonder if we can potentially break these. I mean, I don't think it'd be worth it, but... Alright, let's Nail Strike her. That'll break the Aegis. Oh, she's turning us to stone.
Perched at the
I really wonder what this will do in the long run. I heal him.
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire.
Alright, what are the debuffs? Bleed resistance can go down. Can't mark. She has riposte. So I do understand this boss now. However, there's a few things. One, I do not think there's any way of me beating her, because quite honestly, the vessel is the only one who's going to be doing damage. The Abomination might have been able to do something had he stayed alive, but now I know the Wanderer probably is not the best idea, and I'm going to need a party who's going to be able to attack all the rows. I'm also going to need a party that can deal with bleed and blight while just outright dealing damage, because looking at her, I'm probably not going to be stunning her. I am absolutely not blighting her even with the Kraken Slayer trick. I might be able to bleed her if I can pull that off, though. I might be able to mark her and then pull off the, Salt in the Wound, and then I could continuously bleed her, which could be a thing, which honestly might tear her apart. I'm not sure what to do about these columns, if anything. If I wasn't risking my vessel, which honestly I'm almost fine with doing, I'm kind of fine. I'd really like to figure out what I can do about these pillars, if anything, because they can be moved, they can be stunned, because the pillars do stuff. Obviously they're not something that, optimally you would deal with, but because they have 540 health each, but they can be stunned, they can be debuffed. If I brought a stun team, I could stun them while dealing with her. Obviously wouldn't want something like the leper, but I could bring a transformation team maybe, and the Duchess, and okay, I have an idea. I just might not have the party for it, but I have an idea. So I'm gonna end this one here just so I don't lose more heroes that are somewhat viable. I'm gonna throw them into recovery, and we're gonna come back to her.
The sin is not in being outmatched, but in failing to recognize it.
Was not expecting that. Cool. Alright. Well, 3 out of the 4 lived. I'm good with that.
To be tended. Lessons to be learned.
Lessons to be learned, and I think I learned how to somewhat deal with her, so that's good. Nervous Bleeder, Warpstone Scavenger, so not the absolute
All my life I could feel an insistent gnawing in the back of my mind. It was a yearning, a thirst for discovery that could be neither numbed nor sated.
Well, I guess I will not be throwing them into recovery. All eyes on us. Too many eyes on us, no rest for those weary and broken. Literally everything is locked. I will not be putting anyone in recovery. But that being said, I do have a few ideas on how to deal with her. So I'll probably be going back to do that next time. Oh, this changed. Interesting. But yeah, I have a few ideas on how to deal with her, so I'll be doing that. So look forward to that. I just have to see if I have a group that can pull it off, because I'm not sure about that because of everyone having weird level restrictions for this. So now that I know which type of Gorgon I'm dealing with, because if I'm not mistaken, there are different types of Gorgons from mythology, so I was wondering like if it was like the steel bull type one, I think that's a Gorgon, or if it was, you know, the Gorgon sister type Gorgons, which now we know. Now I know. So I typically get those confused if it's in a game like this and it just says Gorgon. So that's why I was a little confused on that, because typically one, you know, this one can be, you know, poison, it can be stun, it can be a few other things, and then the other one is just, it can have a few other things with it too. Sometimes they overlap, sometimes they don't. Unless I'm totally misthinking the other one's name, which at this point I would not discount. Sometimes my memory gets a little fuzzy on those things, but I will pick up from here next time. Hopefully I have the group that I want in mind. Otherwise, I may have to go and do some other stuff while I try to get that. And as always, I wish you all well. I'll see you next time, and please have a good one.